and salutations. My name is Tish, and welcome to the Artist Haven, where home plus art equals heart. In tonight's live video broadcast, it is Testing Tuesday. And if you're lucky, my executive producer over here might throw in some trivia. So let's introduce him real quick. He's my love, my darling, my executive producer, Mr. Michael Sean Carter.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Testing Tuesday. So glad you are joining us. And we are going to have a lovely time tonight. So what type of items are we testing tonight?
Well, tonight we are doing a test similar to what we did last Tuesday. And before we get started, I will show you the results of that test. We use this Milo heavy body acrylic paint. We use this in my Floetrol and glue pouring medium. And tonight we're going to be using MiX pouring medium. And I want to kind of compare the two, see how it reacts in this and just see how it works. We're going to be doing another ring pour with MiX Media Girls split cup. And I just wanted to take a really quick second and show you, I've mixed up enough paint. Well, I did the painting. I did 2 paintings and some tiles. And I still have paint left over. Plus I have this full cups, and this isn't even half. This is about half gone. So links for this set is in the description box below. And I would say it's a very good value, but I will be doing a video in the future, like an edited video, going over some of the pros and cons that I have found working with it. And I'm going to be doing some other paintings with it too as well. So just to recap, it comes, the set comes with bright red, primary yellow, phthalo green, ultramarine blue. Oh, see, I knew I was going to do that. Violet, titanium white. It's got a Mars black, and then burnt sienna. I have not touched any of these 3 yet. I have an idea that I'm going to be working on for that, and that'll be coming up in a future video. But let me go over this painting really quick. It turned out really cool. The colors are very vibrant, and here's my shock and awe, though. The gold didn't run rampant. It's very in place. This is a very nice bright blue. I know in the camera it's not very bright, but the purple definitely did darken. The yellow is still really nice and bright. The red, it did turn a little bit of pink, but that's because I mixed it with white. This one we're going to do the white on the other side. We're going to see what happens with that. So there's not a lot of cells in here. I mean, there's just that one little cluster right there, and a few here and there. So if you're not a fan of cells, this might be your paint. I don't know. I've only done, this painting, and I did I think I used this paint for Artapalooza too. Can't remember. I think so. Anywho, while I'm getting the split cup ready, why don't we say hello to the people in chat?
Well, let's say hello to our moderators, Doris and Cheryl. Thank you for all that you do. And we have a fantastic group here tonight. I see Cynthia's here. My Fox's Baby Cakes. Hey, Cynthia. There's Trisha. Hey, Trisha. None other than Jeff B himself. Hail, Jeff B. Hey, Jeff. The Doris Raiders. Is that it? Doris Raiders or Doris Rating or something like that? Have to kind of clarify that for me. There's Krista. Hey, Krista. Joanne's here tonight. Hello, Joanne. I see Daphne. She says, hi, everyone. Been a little while. Yeah, it has been. Glad to hear Daphne.
Hello, Daphne. Good to see you.
Virginia Setlock's here. Hey, Virginia. Hello, hello. Shannon's here. Shannon's Shack. Hey, Shannon. And let's see, who else do we see here tonight? There's Deb, D&D Art Gallery. Hey, Deb. And I know there was some others in here. There is Mona, and I believe that's McCulley. Am I pronouncing that right? Let me know. And we welcome her. She says hello. And let's see, who else do we have here this evening? There's Julie, acrylic painting with Julie E. Hey, Julie. Says hi all. And gosh, who else am I seeing here in the chat? I think. Oh, there's Jelly Duck. Hey, Jelly Duck 100. Hello,
Jelly, hello. Good to see you.
Scrolling through here, there's Christina Welch. Hey, Christina.
Well, that reminds me, I should say I am using some Porridge Posse paint, and the link that is down in the description, but I am using the Snow White Iridescent Pearl from Porridge Posse, just like I did last week. And it's a wonderful paint. It's nice and thick, and I love it. So.
Hey, there's Samantha, Twisted Art Lady. Hey, Sam.
Hey, Sam.
So if we missed out on anyone, please let me know in the chat. We'll give you a shout out tonight. But we're glad that you're all here joining us for Testing Tuesday. Maybe throw in a little trivia if, I don't know. What kind of trivia is, maybe some art trivia. You know, find a little art trivia throw out there. So how's everyone's Tuesday been? We are in the month of March already. Golly.
No, what is up with that?
Where did those last 2 months go?
I know. It's like, hello. Slow down time just a little bit.
Oh, Mary Lou. That's who I missed out on saying. Thanks, Cheryl. Mary Lou. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, Mary Lou. Right. Oops. Filled it up a little bit too full. Let's get.
Mona says, oops, she was on her other account. Art Flow by Mo. Hey, Mo.
Hey, Mo. Hate that when that happens. Look, all over.
Yeah, Daphne, I agree. I totally agree. Bring in spring.
Oh, I am all about spring, but it's just like, it could just, stop going so fast. It's just, time has just gone so fast. And I guess, part of that is, I think, just being in a place where I am comfortable and I'm surrounded by friends and family, and it's just a wonderful experience. I haven't had that happen in a while. So.
Did I miss out on saying hello to Rochelle? I thought I did. Hey, if I did, so sorry about that. Rochelle, welcome. Chat's really kind of crazy tonight with some of the stuff that's happening. It's not anything other than StreamYard. Yeah, just kind of acting the way it's acting.
Bit of red in there.
Okay. Here we go. Here's some art trivia. Claude Monet is best known for what kind of paintings? Monet. Certain type of paintings. What kind of paintings would those be? Art trivia.
I can't say because I know. Monet happens to be one of my favorite artists.
He is an impressionist, but it's a certain type of painting, certain item.
Is it the painting he's best known for?
It's what's in his paintings.
Oh, okay. I get what you're laying down. There we go. That was gonna bother me if I didn't clear out some of that.
So Jeff says flowers. You're getting warm. Mosaics. It's a certain something in particular. So pretty much Julie Doris kind of hitting upon that. It's water lilies. Julie said lily pads.
Close enough.
with an occasional frog.
Yeah.
See, I thought you were talking about what style of painting is he known for, not necessarily what is his most well-known subject.
Well, the question that in this section that I went to is a little vague, so I was trying to
Okay.
narrow it down a little better.
We still love him.
But hey. Definitely an impressionist. Yeah.
Definitely. Very, very love his paintings. I used to have a print that I bought. It's just like a poster print that I bought when I went to the Minneapolis Institute of Art museum, and I had it since high school and lost it along the way, but favorite paintings.
Krista says he's a landscape impressionist. Yep. And Krista knows because she took art history.
Yeah.
Krista, you know, I'm going to have you do the trivia. Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. Okay. Here we go. Oh, and I almost spilt the whole blooming thing. There we go. Okay, it's been that kind of day. At least Kroger was not insane today. That I am blessed with that. So Kroger was not insane. I can handle it. There's sweet little old ladies in there today. I was just like, oh, aren't you cute? I actually helped one of them too, because she couldn't reach the juice on the top shelf. And I'm like, I can get that for you. She just looks at me like, oh, you're my hero. She had to have been 5'0". She just kind of stood there and looked at it for a while.
Yeah, I had to take art history in college as well.
I wanted to take more art history.
I took art history, music history. Music was they were both good. I guess it just all depends on who you have teaching the classes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, that's with any subject, because I had a hard time with math, and I still do, but I had Mr. Highland as a math teacher my senior year in high school, or my junior year in high school, or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but he finally made math made sense to me when he taught me. So broke it down and made it make sense. I'm just going to kind of help this out a little bit, because I put a lot for a puddle, but oh, and this is the little palette knife that comes with the set too. So you get a little palette knife. Comes in a nice box. I mean, it's a really nice set, and they are made in America. They are made here in the USA. So you're supporting a United States company, which is great. Part of the reason why I bought it. So, and they do make really good canvases. I do love their canvases. So. And they are on my wish list. I did put a link for their other products, like their whole little store that they have, so you can check them out. I'm waiting for them to get their higher end, thicker canvases, like the level 3s from Michaels. I've been not so patiently. I've been trying to be patiently waiting. I think I might actually email them and say, hey, do you have an ETA for these? Because I really want to try them. Because I'm just, I like Michael's well enough, but I just sometimes I question the quality sometimes. So, and I'm very particular. When I was first learning, I used just the cheap ones, and I moved up to the level 2s almost right away. But I still have a lot of level 1s too. So, well, I did use a lot of level 1s. Okay, I'm gonna torch this really quick because I see a few air bubbles.
Okay. Elisa is here. Hey, Elisa. Hello.
Hey, Elisa.
See Sherry Fath. Hey, Sherry.
Sherry. Just a reminder, we have the Friday Night Flip Cup Art Challenge. The palette for this week is in our is on our community page. There we go. And also in our Facebook group. So if you do the challenge, post your pictures there, and we will put them in the live stream countdown on Friday night. How awesome is that?
I know when I was out east in Pennsylvania, there was no Kroger's out there.
There's no Kroger's like north of Illinois, I think. There's no Kroger in Minnesota.
We had something out there called Giant Eagle. I don't even know if they're still around or not. I like Aldi's.
I love Aldi.
Aldi's is just take your own bags in there, get your stuff, get out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get and get out.
People that we have locally are nice or friendly. Works out well.
Yeah, the Aldi here is going under a remodel though, so it's hard to get stuff there. That's why I went to Kroger instead.
Cheryl says that in California they have Ralph's, which is the same as Kroger.
Texas, they have HEB. I remember that store. Or Albert, I think it's Albertsons. I think that's a...
Okay, cool. Virginia says, yes, Giant Eagle is still around there in Pennsylvania. Okay. Shannon says there's Fred Meyer's.
Myers, in Michigan. Right. Ooh, I like how that turned out. Yay! All right. I'm getting a lot more cells in this one than I did in the other one. That's interesting. I mixed them up this morning, so they were mixed up at the same time. So they both had the same amount of time to settle. Kind of bummed out that the red is going to be gone. Oh, and the orange that I mixed up, this orange here is 1 part red to 2 parts yellow. So it doesn't come with an orange. All right. So I'm going to lift this up. Put my hand right in the middle. I'm going to move this out of my way. Slowly move it.
I see Judy in the chat. Hey, Judy.
Hey, Judy.
Thanks for joining us. I see Justine's World.
Hello, Justine.
Hello, Justine. She says, I'm 7.5. Well, welcome, welcome. Julie says she remembers the Red Owl grocery store in Minnesota.
Julie, yeah, we had red owls.
Mm.
There was one in Pipestone, Minnesota, I think.
Well, thanks, Cheryl. Justine as Shannon's daughter.
Oh, okay. All right.
Virginia's asking, do we have martins in the Midwest? Not around here. Sam says she has about 3 or 4 Michaels stores within 15 minutes.
I had that when I lived in the city. Now I'm in country Bumpkinsville. Oh, it's not that bad. It just feels like it. Oh, my hand's starting to cramp up. That's no bueno. And this is the magic of MiX. I'm loving this. Because I don't know if you'll be able to see it out there in YouTube land. But there's just these fine lines. And I'm fairly confident that they're going to stay. before I drop it. Oh, thank you, Michael. I appreciate you. Careful, don't get dripped on.
I've been dripped on before.
I'm not going to go there. So not going to go there. Fix that in a second. Okay, let me wipe my hands off. Fix this little blunder I made here because my hand is cramping up. Let's see. Supposed to be there like that.
Julie says, I need to talk. It's too quiet.
Yeah. Once we get a friend for Frank. Has some music in the background, but Frank right now he's too old and crabby. He doesn't want any music playing.
Okay, so let's see here.
Okay.
More trivia for the art history majors out there. Vincent van Gogh. Where did Vincent van Gogh paint the famous Starry Night?
Where, as in like what city?
Where was he at?
Okay.
Where was he at?
At his house.
Nope. Could have been. Nope. Wrong answer.
Okay, so for someone who doesn't like sounds, this is a good paint to use.
Julie says Verona. No, but man, I do love that coffee. Verona coffee is so good. Monica says his bathroom.
Is that the same as his house? Well, maybe not, because back then
I've created some things in the bathroom,
outhouses.
but not a Starry Night.
No, but I bet there was a full
somewhere
moon.
in France. Cheryl, you're getting close. Full moon.
Okay.
Gina Bean eventually says New York. It's not New York. No, it was painted in France. That's correct. Jeff has pretty much got it.
So, just the lines in this, really cool. Even in the purple, it's not solid purple. There's just faint lines through it. I'm trying not to hit the wall.
Yeah, Vincent van Gogh was in an asylum, sanitarium, Yeah, sanatorium. Yeah. So from the window of his room, and he could have been in the bathroom. I don't know if they had individual bathrooms in their rooms there at the sanatorium. But yeah, he was in an asylum at the time.
Yeah, he painted Starry Night after he. Happens to us artists. Their minds.
Too late.
There we go. So we're gonna I'm gonna let this dry, and then next week we're gonna be testing out another new paint. I've kind of been scavenging. What's the name of that place? Amazon. Trying out just like paints that aren't brand names. But they have a higher rating, and I just want to see, are they like blowing sunshine, or are these really truly good paints? Honestly, if you are just starting out, or have taken steps in your fluid art journey and are looking for a quality, inexpensive paint, these are good paints. They're a step above craft paint. I even say they're a step above level 1 artist loft paint as far as pigmentation and everything, because I think they're a very good paint. The only downfall to them is you have to buy them in the set. They do not sell them open stock. So not yet. That's the other thing I'm going to email about. I'm going to find out as much information I can and let you guys know as soon as I know. So next week we'll be trying on a new Amazon paint. We'll be doing it in Floetrol and glue first, just because that's what most of you guys use out there in the fluid pouring community, is either Floetrol or glue or both. The majority of people use that. But a lot of people are starting to use MiX, so I'm testing it in MiX as well. So if there are no further questions, Michael?
Julie wants to know, would you say are they like Sargent Art paints?
I would. Okay, so the Sargent Art, the only ones that I've used is their metallics. I have not used their regular paint colors, and I would actually say that these are a slight step up from Sargent Art as far as consistency, like the thickness, the heaviness of them. These are the heavy body. They do have just a plain acrylic paint. But I got these ones. These are nice and thick, and they. I mean, if you look at the color between this container, this is the purple or the violet, and the violet. They are. Well, let me see if I can get some light in there. They are very similar in color. So they do not lose. And this is 12 grams of paint to 70 grams of mix. So they are very, I don't want to drop this in my painting, but you can see it's still very, very highly pigmented. So I would say go ahead and try them. Especially if you're not looking for sales. I'm amazed I got sales in this one. I mean, the other one, there was very little selling action, even with the gold. And I think this is part of the gold trying to bust through. I don't know. We'll see when it dries. It might be some air bubbles in the white paint underneath coming through. But for the most part, I can see you working it.
Virginia wants to know, do they come in metallics?
I'm sorry?
Do they come in metallics?
I have not seen metallics yet. I've only seen the heavy body and the regular acrylic thus far. So we'll see what is up with that. Thank you, Miss Julie.
Yay. Thanks, Julie. You are awesome. Super sticker.
Super sticker. Sorry. But yes, I would recommend these for someone who's just learning color theory, who's learning, acrylic pouring, and not a beginner, but maybe like between a beginner and an intermediate, and you want to work with a heavy body paint, but you don't want to buy golden. This is golden is going to be better, obviously, because it's a super highly pigmented paint. But this will help you work with consistency, and that is the key to acrylic pouring: is getting your consistency right. So, anywho, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I appreciate you. I appreciate all that you do for us here at the Haven. To go out there, create something awesome. Remember, be kind to one another. Peace, love, and happiness.